Hello, Sagittarius. This is your reading for the week of February 2nd, or when you see it and it resonates. And of course, it will not be for all Sagittarians. The image that I get for you as I'm starting is interesting. I'm not sure what it means yet exactly, but the picture that I'm getting is that you have a book open in front of you. And the pages of the book look like old parchment paper, although the print in the book looks fairly current. It's typeset, it's not handwritten at least. And so what I'm seeing is as you're going through this book, you get to a point where you're not halfway through, but close. And there is a page standing up and you're looking at it, and it's literally like you're trying to split the page in half, as though if you split this page, you're going to be able to read what's underneath the words, what the deeper meaning is. Now, what does that have to do with this reading? The other thing that I'm seeing about the book now is that it's open on the table like this. It's just like plum. It's something that has landed this way. It's not something you thought you were going to be reading. It's not something that you expected to read. And it's creating for you this sense of, now it's almost like the book is a flurry of pages, like it's a cartoon almost. And I get the feeling from this that because you're reading things you hadn't planned on reading, because you're seeing things come up that you hadn't expected, that it's created some chaos for you, if not in your practical life, although I believe for some of you it has, but also in your psychological life, because now this tendency to want to peel the pages, it's not just wanting to understand what's going on in the story and how to deal with the story as it's progressing forward. It's that quality of what's the underlying theme, message that relates to you specifically. The first card that came up was shame. And so what I'm getting with that is that the splitting of the page and the wanting to look at it is where you might potentially be going back and spending a lot of time trying to understand at a deeper level what your role was in that, because there might be some sense of having failed. Let's just say having failed, not shame, but having failed. But what you're being told, my dears, is this is the book that you're reading. As you're reading this book, it's the book from which you manifest. Okay? So you get to see what you manifested. You can look back, but you don't need to stay back, because you want the rest of the book to start from this point, not from back there. The reading from this book is what creates the manifestation energy for the next phase of your life. So it's super important not to get caught in trying to split the page where you get mired into chaotic emotions, chaotic memories. You can look, for sure you can look. It's absolutely relevant and important, because everything we go through provides us the opportunity for greater insight and acceptance of ourselves. So that's an important thing to do, but just don't get stuck in it, right? So what they're suggesting is this, three things. First one is, I'll go with this one. First one is ritual. And the card that came up was structured free flow. But I feel like it's much more than that, because as that come up, I literally heard the word ritual. It's not something I typically suggest, just because it carries with it, for some people, a connotation that's not happy. But for you, I'm getting ritual. And what's powerful about a ritual, it's that it's repeated. It's that it has a pattern. It's that it is, it's something that is directing our intention and our consciousness to deliberate well-being and to deliberate connection with higher self or sacred. That's how I'm going to define the ritual they're suggesting. So this is for you, my dears. And it might be, again, a ritual might just be sitting down with your coffee for 10 minutes and letting yourself be quiet and say, you know what, higher self, guides, God, what I'd really like for today is a day of peace. And just every day, start your day with a ritual that defines that. So that's just one example. A ritual might be at the end of every day, you have a shower, and as you're showering, you imagine just any of the negativity coming up out of you through your energy field and washing down the drain and getting sent back into the earth where it gets transmuted into beautiful energy. That might be a ritual you do too. You're being encouraged to do it. You're being encouraged in this time of chaotic experience. Can you allow yourself to deal with only one thing at a time? Can you, as much as possible, allow yourself to be really invested in the moment? Because that is something that is going to help you create from this point on with this new self that you are, as opposed to creating your future based on staying in the energy of the past. Now, of course, the past sometimes absolutely has to be addressed. This is a reminder for you. This is it. Thank you. This is the other thing is after you experience the past, if you catch yourself trying to split that page in two or spending a lot of time in the back trying to figure out what was your problem, what was your fault, what did you do, where did it go wrong, what did you miss, how did it turn out this way, etc. When you finish that, when you catch yourself doing that, say, okay, that's great. Thank you very much. And now I release that energy to the past and I anchor myself in my present. And what in this present moment is my very clear priority. And Spirit would like your clear priority to be your inner well-being and your peace. Okay? And of course, your personal empowerment. I'm going to leave you with that, Sag. I feel like that's pretty much it. Okay, that's it for today anyway. Take care.